man.
How's it going?
Yeah, good. You?
Yeah, good, thanks.
What are you working
Yeah. Oh, just working on this container. Just fitting all the inside, cladding it with aluminium, making it ready to have a kitchen conversion done. So, yeah. So I'm going to take you on a tour through the workshop on the same journey that one of our vans would make when it comes into the shop. So, basically we go to the metal fabrication side, and this is where we will do all the customization of the vans themselves, extending, raising the roofs, and then after that it goes into the bodywork side, and then after that we have that sprayed, and then the next stage we go into the mechanics, and this is where we'll fix the engines, restore the engines. The final stage is we'll come out into the kitchen area, which is where we'll do all the stainless steel cladding. So yeah, I'm going to take you through. So yeah, first things first, as you come in, it's not just vans. We've got here some motorbikes. We used to do a motorbike restoration business. So these are some of the examples we do. We don't do it anymore, unfortunately, but we sort of keep it here as a relic, as a talking point for customers as they come in and they can sort of see some cool stuff. Also such as this American car here, the Mercury. You've got an Airstream just at the back there. And also we've got our two Piaggios, which we've converted. We've got an ice cream and a coffee one. So you can do whatever you want with these Piaggios. So it's just an example of some of the different things we can do here. It's not just vans. So the first stage in a van's journey will begin in the metal fabrication side of things. So yeah, so the first things we'll be doing is repairing the chassis and also any customization that the customer requires. So here at Food Truck Masters, we can raise the roof higher, because sometimes the height isn't enough for some customers. They like it a bit taller. We also have the option of extending, so we have short wheelbase, such as this one here. We also have medium wheelbase, and also have a long wheelbase, such as the one on the ramp there. So this is a typical example of how our vans normally come to us, because they've probably been sitting in a farm in France somewhere. So they come to us, and basically, as you can see, there's a lot of work required to get this one to get to where it needs to be. Yeah, one of our examples of a customization is this the truck on the ramps here. So this is going to be a taco truck, just going outside Cambridge Station. And basically it's been built to a specific size. The customers asked for it to be widened, which is quite unusual. This is going to be 2.2 meters wide, 5 meters long, and 2.8 meters high. So that's a pretty big truck. And so once the van has had all the alterations done in the structural side of things, it will then go on to the bodywork, which is where I'm going to take you right now. So this is the second stage of our van's journey. So this is the restoration of the bodywork. So here we'll be basically repairing any sort of bodywork problems the vans might have, such as like rust spots. Plenty of these vans will come back with little dinks and dents that have sort of been part of its life. So yeah, a lot of welding will be done in here, a lot of grinding, a lot of hammering, basically just to get the shape back of the vans. We also do like placing bodywork, like aesthetic panels, such as these ribbed panels on the side of these vans. See here, so one of the things the guys in the bodywork department will do is basically restore these to bring them back to their sort of original sort of gleaming selves. One of the cool trucks we've got here as well is this American truck. So this is for Zach's Burgers. Absolute beast of a machine. The engine is huge as well. It's an absolute beast. But one of the core requirements that the customers asked for is to have some of the elements of this aluminium shell polished into a chrome effect. So, as you see here at the front here, you really get a good picture of what this is going to look like when it's finished. So you can see, like, beautiful polished aluminium, give you that chrome effect, and that contrasts lovely with the painted bodywork. So again, we don't just do sort of French HY vans. It can be American trucks, it can be full transits, it can be Renault Masters. So, so after that, so obviously, as I was showing you with the chrome, this is also going to be painted, which is where I can show you next. I can show you where our vans get painted and get some colour in their lives. So here is our spray booth. As you can see, Lemos is harder work in here. Painting process, you have to do multiple sort of thin layers of paint, otherwise it'll be thick and you get the wrong texture, the wrong gloss finish and stuff like that. So you need quite a few thin layers of paint, which obviously need to dry in between. So it can take a couple of days, maybe 2 or 3 days to have the full van painted. So and obviously all the prep work that goes into doing that as well, because some of the vans, they might have a bit of surface rust, and it's getting the sanding all the panels back to the required starting point for the paint to adhere to. So after it's sprayed, it's all nice and dry, then we then take it to our mechanics, where we'll do the engines and the transmissions of the vehicles. So welcome to the third stage of our van's journey. This is the mechanics. This is where we'll take the engines, we'll strip them down, clean them, basically put them back together again and get them running and test them all out, test the brakes, you've got all the fluid transmissions and all that sort of stuff. It all gets done here. So you've got Peter and Mario who work here, and these guys have been basically fixing cars since they were children. Not here, obviously. Then also when the van's done here, that means that it's now fit for the road, it's fit for the customer to drive. We've also got to take it in for the MOT. We have a garage that we use to second opinion all of our engines that we work on. They will then pass an MOT for us, and then once that comes back, it's fit for the road. And as soon as the kitchen part is done, which we are going to show you shortly, the customer can take it and drive away and start selling their products. So let's go. So here we are at our final stage of the van's journey. This is my favourite stage, because this is where I work. This is the fitting out the kitchen inside the vans once they've had all the bodywork done, all the customisation, the paintwork, the engine. This is the final bit. This is the bit the customer is going to be working within, and this is where I think a lot of the warmth comes into the vans, giving them at least a life with the kitchen inside. So basically we get like an empty shell, and what we will do is clad the interior with stainless steel typically. That's the ceiling, the walls, even sometimes with the lights we have like pod lights, sometimes we have strip lights at the top. We'll also line the floor with a vinyl. Typically it's like a catering grade vinyl. And also we also do the worktops, so they can either be stainless steel worktops. Sometimes customers like to have like a solid oak worktop, which is very popular at the minute. And then after all of that's done, we will then start fitting all the equipment that the customer requires. So it could be putting in sinks, there'd be a fridge maybe under the counter. We have freestanding fridges, ovens, coffee machines, ice cream machines. It could be anything, even a bar. There's nothing surprises me with what goes in these vans. It could be anything. So, and we have the capabilities to fit it all in. Yeah, let's come show you this one here. You might recognise the brand. As you can see, this is a fully finished van that we have worked on. As you can see, stainless steel ceiling. The rear, we can do tiling, which is very popular as well. We put tiles on in our vans. And then you can see all the worktops. There's 2 solid oak worktops, front and back. This was also a bit of a special case because it's selling beer. So you've got tanks of beer, all have copper, the copper work around here. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. The copper, the wood, the white, and the gold. It's yeah, it looks stunning, and it stands out.
Roof's been raised on this one.
This one has. This has been fully converted. So raised roof. It's a long wheelbase as well, so the wheels right at the back here. Normally the wheels would be here, so it's been extended right back and raised the height as well. Probably a good sort of 300-400 mil in height. So this is an example of one of our heavily customised vans, and it looks absolutely pucker.
So what about an average van? What would that look like?
So yeah, I could take you to one of our more sort of standard looking vans. So we've got one here. This is a for a lady. She's doing an ice cream and sort of dessert business. And as you can see, again, stainless steel throughout and solid worktops and these gorgeous tiles with the colour detail in the centre. Sinks, coffee machine, you have a crepe machine, you have a sort of a sandwich press, freestanding fridge. I mean, there's loads of stuff in there. There's more stuff to come yet. And as you can see, we have all the plumbing that's done in-house as well. They've got the plumbing, the electrics, you've got the electric board there, gas line as well. So again, this is where a van will spend a lot of its time, because as you can appreciate, the amount of stuff that goes into these vans, and you have to plan out the electrics and the gas, and it's all worked out with the customer, and things change and stuff like that, but we're pretty accommodating, and the end result is that you have these gorgeous vans to give to our customers.
So to go through this whole process from when it comes in to when it's finished here, how long does that sort of take on average?
We like to say, because on average, I mean, it's quite hard to say, but every van's completely unique and different. But we'll sort of give a guideline of 3 months, but it all depends on sourcing parts. So all these things all sort of come into the mix, and we'd like to say sort of 3 months is a good sort of time scale, but there needs to be a little bit of leeway here and there to allow for changes and that sort of stuff. Okay, so yeah, I'll take you to the yard. This is where we keep some of our stock vans that we can sell to our clients. Also show you some examples of other different types of vans that we can also work on, such as you've got the Renault low loader here, which we'll be converting very, very shortly. You also got like the horse box variant as well, which we've actually been repairing this one. And then also got the people carrier style ones as well. So there's and also there's a few other customer vehicles that are waiting to be collected. They're complete. And yeah, this is like a little museum out here, because you've got loads of like special older cars as well. So as you can see, quite a lot of work goes into restoring our vans. We're quite unique in that we can offer many different services all in one workshop. Some people also need a bit of help with their finance side of things, and we'll do what we can to accommodate. At the end of the day, we want to see food trucks on the road. That's one of the main things. So give us a call and we'll see what we can do.